Namaskar and welcome back to CEC Gurukul lectures. Today we shall continue our discussion on various general aspects of gymnosperms. Till now we have seen the life cycle and various common introductory aspects of gymnosperms. We have also covered the reproduction in general in gymnosperms. In this lecture we shall discuss about the economic importance of gymnosperms in much broader detail. I am Dr. Kumar Shantanu, Associate Professor of Botany from Deshbandhu College, University of Delhi. Gymnosperms are a very important part of our ecosystem and they have a huge impact on our daily lives. They are second only to the flowering plants in terms of importance and also in terms of daily usage. In the following sections, we shall provide you a glimpse of some of their applications, their past and their present. So, as far as the economic importance of gymnosperms are concerned, let us divide these importance in certain aspects for the sake of our discussion. So, gymnosperms are used for the purpose of wood. They are also used as food. They are very frequently used as pharmaceuticals. They play a very important and crucial role to any of their habitat. They are a very major source of papers which we produce, and there are certain other non-timber products which we obtain from gymnosperms. As far as woods are concerned, the trees of gymnosperm are used to provide timber for building and construction work. They are also used in making furnitures, flooring structures, interior decoration, building purposes, music instruments, and so many more different types of purposes. The non-timber products are also the source of economically valuable products. They may include resins. These resins are sticky aromatic compounds, or they could be in the form of rosines. Rosines are used in the preparation of floor waxes and paper coating also. Gymnosperm products are also used in the form of amber, which is a hard yellowish to brown translucent substance used chiefly in jewelry. Terpenes are also one of the items which are volatile liquids used as solvents and also as a mixture to paints and varnishes. Apart from these there are certain essential oils also which we procure from gymnosperms. Seeds of many gymnosperms are edible, and plant parts of some others may also be eaten as raw or after cooking. Certain gymnosperms have been known to possess therapeutic properties, and now these are being exploited commercially also. The famous drug ephedrine is obtained from none other than a gymnosperm known as ephedra. The white spruce, that is Picea glauca, is the principal source of wood pulp for the paper industry in newsprint industry across the globe. Gymnosperms are also used as ornamental plants. It is this very group of plant that is a source of Christmas tree. Gymnosperm trees are used by landscape architects. The gymnosperm are an excellent source of evergreen plants also. So let us discuss and try to find out these various products in a much broader detail. So, as far as woods are concerned, conifers and texates wood is the main source of commercially important gymnospermous woods. Gymnosperms lacks both vessels and libriform fibers. Therefore, mainly they are non-porous and soft. Now, because of their non-porous and soft nature, they are very much preferred by wood architects. The woods of Pinus, Araucaria, or you can say cedrus also, they are used to make beautiful household vessels and decorative pieces. Because of the absence of fibers, it has a more amount of cellulose, which renders it a soft texture in comparison to Angiospermous woods. Here there is a comparison between an Angiospermous wood and a Gymnospermous wood. Because of the presence of these vessels and larger pores, the Angiospermous wood happens to be very hard, whereas Gymnosperm wood, they are soft and flexible in nature, and they are preferred in making different shapes out of these timbers. Coniferous wood is usually straight-grained, light-colored, light-weighted and strong. These woods, they find use where great strength and durability are not essential. It is valued for furniture making and interior decoration also. There are some of the examples which we can mention here. The wood of Abies alba is also termed as white or yellowish white in color. It is light and soft with distinct annual rings. They are generally straight, splits well and finishes with good surface. It is used in soundboards of musical instruments, carving, aircraft work, wood wool, light camp furniture, paper pulp, planks and boards, etc. At the same time, Agathis australis, also known as Corrie pine wood, it is a pale yellow to yellow brown in color. It is fine and even textured with a silky lustrous surface. It is strong and durable and useful in making piano parts, artificial limbs, building construction, boats, vats and wooden machineries. Araucaria angustifolia is found mainly in Brazil and produces a durable, heavy and uniformly textured wood, which is used for making doors, bus chassis and plywoods also. Cedrus wood is very durable. They are oily, sweet scented and generally without any resin ducts. It is also insect repellent and rot resistant. Cedrus devdara, also commonly known as devdar, is a very important timber of North India. They are considered as the strongest of the Indian conifer woods. Its wood is rarely attacked by white ants or fungi due to the presence of oil. The entire building, the structures, the furnitures which require a durable strength, they are formed by these devdar trees. But at the same time, these devdar trees, the devdar wood is not used for painting or varnishing, and it is difficult to glue or polish because of the resin exudates which come out from the knots even after seasoning. It is useful in making doors, beams, furniture, ceilings, carriages, poles, wagon, boats, flooring and wood carvings, etc. There are so many more items which are used for their strength, which can be made from these devdar woods. There is another gymnosperm named Cunninghamia lanceolata. These Cunninghamia wood is employed in house building, indoor carpentry, mats even, box making and coffins. It grows mainly in China and possesses a light, soft, durable and fragrant wood. Cupressus wood is yellow to brown and very durable. It has a characteristic spicy resinous odor which repels insects. It is used for manufacturing of furniture, poles, and fencing and carpentry. Cupressus tuberosa wood is most durable coniferous wood in India and often used in temples. It forms very little ash when burnt as incense. It is better than Devdar as it does not exude any oil and hence could be painted and polished also. The juniperous wood is very heavy, durable and fine textured. It is resistant to microbial decay and very tolerant to weather conditions. The wood is used for pencil making, carpentry and furniture. As far as the woods of Picea is concerned, they yield a quality timber which is light, strong, non-resinous, odorless, long fibered, pinkish brown, easily worked with good stain, sanity surface finish. It is most valuable for making sounding boards of pianos and bodies of violin and organ pipes. Picea abies wood is good material for carving toys, wood chips for hats and fruit baskets also. Now let us talk about one of the most commercially used gymnosperm, that is pinus. The pinus wood is commercially very valuable. Also the Pinus roxburghi, also commonly termed as cheer, is considered as one of the most widely commercially used timbers of India. It is resinous, moderately hard, non-durable and light wood. It is used mainly in packing cases, construction work, cheap furniture, poles and truck and bus chassis also. The common yew also, that is the Texas baccata wood, is one of the heaviest softwoods with great mechanical properties. The wood is employed in making bows for archery, candlesticks and other things. As it is very durable, oily and decorative, it is used in furniture, flooring, paneling, posts and turnery. Now let us talk about some of the non-timber products of gymnosperms. One of the very prominently used non-timber product of gymnosperm is the resins. Resins are plant exudates with variable chemical composition. They are insoluble in water, but they get readily dissolved in organic solvents. Many conifers yield resins which make the wood resistant to decay. The superior grade resin is used extensively in paper sizing, varnishes, enamels, plasters, medicines and ointments also. Whereas the inferior grades of resins are employed in the preparation of yellow adhesives, insulators, laundry soaps, plastic oils, grease, insecticides, etc. Here you can see in this diagram that there is a resin drops which are sometimes dropping down from the surface of needles or the gymnospermous leaves, and sometimes they exudate out of the surface of their stem. They are yellowish brown exudates which are very aromatic in nature and they can easily be dissolved in any of the organic solvents. Now second product happens to be oleoresin, also termed as pine gum or pine pitch or turpentine. It is a mixture of rosin and essential oil and almost liquid in consistency with a very peculiar aroma. A pine oleoresin is a viscous honey-like liquid which is produced by tapping living trees. A tree produces only oleoresins from which rosin is isolated by distillation. The residue left is called as gum rosin or colophony. The pine oleoresin has widely prized by ancient Egyptians to smear mummies. Zura turpentine, obtained from Picea abies, is a strong adhesive and is exploited for special quality varnishes and plasters. Venetian turpentine, obtained from Larix decidua, is also applied in varnishes, lithographic work, histology and veterinary medicines. One of the commonly used produce from gymnosperm is copal, which is a hard resin of Mexican origin and contains minute amount of essential oils. The most important copal is obtained from Agathis australis, also commonly known as kauri gum or kauri copal. It is obtained from living trees as well as fossil states also. It is extremely valuable for varnish and used for interior work and enamels. Manila copal, obtained from Agathis alba, is used in spirit varnishes, lacquers, linoleum, plastics, oilcloth, waterproofing compounds, printing inks, and sometimes it is also used as sizing material. Now let us talk about a very important produce of gymnosperm called as amber. Amber is a fossil resin which is water insoluble and is yielded by the extinct pine, Pinus succinifera. Amber happens to be very hard, brittle, and occurs in various colors and forms. The most important happens to be succinite. The amber is widely used in medicine and X-ray therapy. Human blood, when kept in an amber container, does not coagulate. It is widely used in medicine and X-ray therapies also. It is also used for the mouthpiece of smoking pipes, cigarettes and cigar holders, sometimes used as carvings and other ornaments. Now, since it is very hard and also obtained from the fossils, we also make different types of ornament. If you could recall one of the famous movies of Jurassic Park, there these ambers, they have fossilized one of the insects and they have kept everything so well preserved that the DNA could be extracted from these fossilized insect inside these amber. So such is the durability and hardness and opacity, and they also look very beautiful, and they are sometimes used as ornaments also. The tannins obtained from the barks of few gymnosperms such as Tsuga, Sequoia, Larix, etc. They are organic substances and are astringents. They are extremely important due to their capacity to link with the proteins of animal skin to form a strong, stretchable and resistant insoluble material referred as leather. So these are also some of the important produce. Apart from that, there are multiple essential oils which are present in varying amounts in almost all conifers. They are used largely in manufacturing of room sprays, deodorants, perfumes, disinfectants and medicines. The oil extracted from Citrus deodara is not only used in perfumery and scenting soaps, but also for clearing tissues in histological work. Juniperus oxycidrus produces oil of cade, which is applied in chronic eczema and other skin diseases and in scenting transparent soaps also. So it has some therapeutical use also. Fatty oils are present in several gymnosperm seeds, but they do not have been exploited commercially because of their greater use in being eaten raw as nuts. Cephalotaxus drupacea seeds produce fatty oils which is used as an illuminant. Now let us talk about uses of gymnosperm as food supplements. The gymnosperm belonging to the group cycads, that is Cycas cicinalis, Cycas revoluta, Cycas rumphii and Cycas pectinata. They are being used as a source of starch in many countries. The starch is present in the cortex and the pith of the stem or seed kernel. The male plants contain more starch than female plant, and the male plants are exploited to get these starch from these cycads, and they are used as a food supplement. The popular name of these starch is sago, which is extracted from these cycads. Apart from these cycads, the sago palm or the sago is also obtained from Zamia and Macrozamia. Apart from sago, the cycads produce seeds, and these cycas seeds are ground into flour mixed in water to make a paste and eaten as cakes in Nicobar Islands. The pith of Encephalotus stem is used to prepare kafir bread in Africa. In China and Japan, ginkgo seeds are roasted and eaten to increase digestion and reduce the impact of drinking wine. The roasted seeds of Araucaria and Torreya are also eaten in Australia, Chile, and Japan. Pine seeds are a rich source of fats and proteins. The edible seeds are sold as nuts for use in desserts, soups, candies, and confectioneries also. In India, the Chilcosa pine obtained from Pinus gerardiana. The nuts are very popular and eaten due to their richness in carbohydrate and proteins. The phloem and cambium region of many conifers are used as emergency food. The phloem has sugar that makes it taste sweet. As far as therapeutical use is concerned, one of the most well-known species of gymnosperm happens to be ephedra. Ephedra is best known for its medicinal use. It is a source of an alkaloid called as ephedrine, which is an important component of cough syrups and nasal drops. It is also used for the treatment of typhoid, bad cold, fever without sweat, joint pains, short breaths, etc. The varieties of herbs are also used as tea and known as Mormon tea or squaw tea. The genus Taxus brevifolia is a source of an important drug, Taxol, which has been widely used against ovarian cancers, breast cancers, melanoma, and colon cancer. Leaves of Taxus baccata are used in bronchitis, epilepsy, asthma, and indigestion. The leaf extract of Ginkgo biloba is used in the treatment of cerebral insufficiency and vertigo. The stems of Cycas pectinata is powdered and used as a hair wash in Assam. The leaf extract of Cycas revoluta provides relief for flatulence and vomiting blood. Cycas seeds are used as an emetic and to heal boils, sores, and wounds, etc. Approximately 95% of the paper produced in the world comes from the wood, and out of which 85% of the wood pulp is from the gymnosperms and specifically from conifers. The newsprint industries totally rely on conifers. The conifers are valuable because of the exceeding average length of fibers and better percentage of long fibers per given volume of the wood. Picea, pinus, pseudostuga are also used in manufacturing of thermal and sound insulation boards. Cryptomeria japonica wood produces craft papers. Ginkgo biloba, also termed as maiden hair tree, is cultivated in groups of numerous gardens. So there are different types of gymnosperms which are used for their ornamental values also. Cupressus funebris is mostly grown around tombs and religious buildings. Cryptomeria japonica adds grace to the groves and gardens in Japan. Similarly, Juniperus horizontalis is a creeping gymnosperm and used for sledding exposed banks. Various species of Picea, Abies, Pinus, Juniperus and Pseudostuga are used as Christmas trees. Gymnosperms also provide a good source of planting material for developing bonsai plants such as Cycas revoluta and various species of Pinus and Juniperus. Now, apart from these, there are so many different miscellaneous uses of gymnosperms also, such as wood wool, leaf wool. They are the popular materials for stuffing pillows, cushions, toys, etc. They are also produced by gymnosperms. The bark and wood floor are employed in synthesizing linoleum, plastics, artificial wood composition, flooring, and insulation bricks as an absorbent in making of the dynamite. Sawdust is also administered to alleviate hydrolysis process so that the cellulose is broken down to sugars. The sugar is then applied in the propagation of yeast for use as stock feed and protein-rich food for human consumption. As far as the ecological importance is concerned, most of the gymnosperms, especially conifers, are evergreen and provide food and habitat for wildlife. Conifers are not only prized for timber but also hold soil and prevent soil erosion. They absorb the moisture from the surrounding and transmit it down into the roots, soil and the water table. They are also aid in cleaning up air by providing a carbon sink and absorbing carbon that would otherwise be liberated in the atmosphere, causing greenhouse effect. Conifers are evergreen and are considered as effective windbreaks. Ginkgo plants are now cultivated extensively in urban places due to their resistance to many types of air pollution. Some gymnosperms are weedy and invade disturbed areas or abundant agricultural lands. So overall, we can see that they play a very crucial role in their ecological aspects also. So by now we have covered the ecological as well as the economic importance of gymnosperm in much greater detail. In our next lecture, we shall try to understand various physiology and biology of gymnosperms with the help of various genera such as Cycas, Pinus, Ephedra, etc. Thank you so much for your listening.